Hey, what's up, guys? Before we start this episode, I wanted to let you know that we have something brand new that I am so excited to share with you. This past summer, we recorded a live episode at Uproar Conference, and I've got to say, out of all the episodes we've ever recorded on the show, I think this was my ultimate favorite. Uproar Conference had us out for one of their leadership breakout sessions, so all the youth leaders in the crowd got to react in real time with my two guests to the stories that we shared. And that has never been done on Youth Group Chronicles before. But here's the really cool part. You can have this exact same thing at your event. And all the details can be found on our website, ygcpodcast.com/book. Uproar Conference is the perfect example of what this could look like for you. We can come out to a conference, a summer camp, or maybe even your youth group for a night. Whatever it may be, we would love to be a part of it and have you as our live audience for the recording. But without further ado, here is our live episode at Uproar Conference 2023.
One of the things we're doing this year is this thing called Youth Group Chronicles. Who's heard of it so far? It's psychotic, guys. Who's submitted a story to Youth Group Chronicles so far at all? No one has emailed a story to Youth Group Chronicles yet? Just one? All right, well, look, if you haven't heard of it, it's psychotic in the best way. If you have heard of it, we're going to do a live episode real quick that will air eventually. They're going to read a couple stories, and then we'll jump into the session. So we're going to have a session before the session because the kids just got to play two before and have fun. So let's laugh at some other youth pastors for a minute and good fun. Oh, you guys welcome up Sam Moss with me. He's a world changer. He loves goldfish. He's on the anti-goldfish team. And I'm going to give it to him for the next couple minutes.
What's up, everybody? I host a podcast called Youth Group Chronicles. It's on Spotify and Amazon and Apple. And I have Isaiah Smallwood and Pastor Micah here today. So typically what we do when we're recording podcasts is we will read stories that are submitted to our show from youth pastors. Not only youth pastors, but youth leaders and people in youth ministry. And my guests will blind react. They've never heard these stories. These are true stories. They've never heard them before. And you guys get the opportunity to do that as well. So you don't have to be quiet if something catches you off guard. That's what we like with this podcast. I
just want to apologize in advance.
Yeah, say hi to everybody real quick.
What's up, guys? I'm Pastor Micah. I'm the youth pastor up in Ithaca campus. Yeah, Ithaca is better than here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm from Dallas, Texas, so shout out my people from Dallas.
All right, okay.
All right.
My name is Isaiah Smallwood. How are you guys?
Woo!
Hey, I just sing. I'm kidding. I'm on the worship team here, and I co-host Youth Group Chronicles, which is cool. So
Yes. We have a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't checked it out before, definitely give it a listen. But you guys get to be our first live audience for the podcast. Thank you for being here, everybody. Let's kick this off.
Nervous.
This is a story from Hanno.
Please forgive me.
What?
Forgive me. Just forgive me.
This is what he does the whole podcast, by the way. Just interrupt me.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's very
True, actually.
accurate. I just sit here and listen.
While I was at youth camp, I had all the students staying in tents on a farm. While I was walking through the campsite during the chill time, I noticed some smoke coming from one of the boys' tents.
Oh, boy.
$10.
No, stop.
Nah, never mind.
Stop.
I proceeded to the tent to bust these boys for smoking cigarettes.
That's not what I thought.
As I neared the tent, I realized from the smell that it was not a cigarette,
Axe.
but I couldn't identify it. It did smell familiar, though.
It's got to be Axe.
Come on. $10, man. I'm telling you.
As I opened the tent flap, I discovered that these boys thought it would be a good idea to set off fireworks.
Never mind. Not what I thought.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely not what I thought. That's crazy.
I thought it was Axe.
In their very flammable tent. Apparently, these boys would light the fireworks and then throw them in a small cooler and then hold the cooler shut to contain the blast and the sound.
That's amazing.
I think it depends on how big the fireworks are.
They're probably just like the poppers.
Yeah,
right?
if they're
Like
just
the
firecrackers, then hey.
I don't know.
let
They
them
had to
live.
probably sit on that lid.
That's true. But for that much smoke to be coming out of the tent, that was a lot of fireworks, bro.
Hey.
That's a lot of fireworks.
All right, so this is something I say a lot: is you guys don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah,
You guys
we really
do not
don't.
get paid enough
We
as youth
don't.
pastors and leaders because the stuff that we have read on this show is absolutely crazy. This is from Kirsten. Kirsten said,
Kirsten.
He better not be cursing. God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
Pastor Micah,
he's kicked
have
off
a
the
good
show.
night, brother.
He's
Have
not
a good
allowed
night.
back after that.
We'll take someone
My
else.
dad jokes got out of hand.
One year at youth camp, they asked each team to bring up their smelliest sock.
Oh.
Please don't.
In my head, I already have the youth kid that has that. Like, I'm already like, yeah, he's here right now, actually.
They're all out there.
They're in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God they're in there.
I think I smelled it while singing, actually. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I apologize on their behalf. Sorry.
A large guy. A large guy on our team who had been running around in socks with
Wait, did
no
he say a large
whoa,
guy?
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa, come
all
on,
right.
hey.
All right.
Hey,
that's
I'm
two
just reading
big
the
men
story.
up here.
I'm reading the story.
That's
Hold
okay.
on, zoom in on me, Kirsten. Really?
He had to put the big man in
Like,
there.
don't do this to me.
No, they do that to us.
This is
bro.
wild.
They always do it to us.
This is wild. I smell
right.
real nice, man.
Anyways,
He had been running around outside with no shoes on. Now he took his sock off. He secretly put it in his pants and wiped his butt with it.
oh my God.
And then they asked for the
God.
smallest person on each team
No.
to come up to the stage and chug a can of soda
No.
through said sock.
He's
Now
getting
wait,
like
they
gonorrhea.
didn't know. They didn't know.
He's getting gonorrhea.
To this day, I don't think that she knew she drank soda through someone else's butt juices.
I feel like it's one time an episode I get upset.
No.
And this
We're
is
two
that.
stories deep and you're
'Cause
already
This
mad.
is so bad.
Because that poop was camp food poop. And y'all know camp food poops are the worst.
Like, they probably ate a Snickers with maggots in it.
and
to be
like
completely
four
honest.
Monsters and a Dr. Pepper.
Like, that's so wild, bro. That's
You
so
know Dr.
wild.
Pepper was involved.
Whatever
And
it
he
is,
was
it's
running
na-
outside.
it's
with his-
nasty.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. That's
That man got
vile.
athlete's foot and everything.
Oh, no.
Like,
Ingrown toenail fungus.
they ingested fungus. That's what they
Absolutely.
did.
All right. We
This
should try
is-
that.
It's y'all who do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your kids.
You come up with these ideas.
Hey, man.
Youth
I would never
leaders
do that, brother.
That go to camp.
I never did that.
This is crazy. I'm
This
so
is-
glad I'm from the inner city because I would never. I would never.
All right, this is from Nathaniel. Nathaniel said, a student in my youth group had a bonfire with their friends and he invited me. After spending time with him, I went inside to say goodbye to his parents. And after a bit, the son came in and said everyone had left and he was going to his basement. When it was time to leave, I went to the basement to tell him goodbye.
Oh, no.
And on my way down, I noticed it was strangely quiet. So I made a noise at the bottom of the step.
He was like,
And as I rounded the corner, I saw his girlfriend quickly run across the room in her underwear. Yep. Now, I looked across the room and I saw my student sitting on the couch wearing nothing but his pants. And his face was very red and terrified to see me at the bottom of the stairs.
As it should.
So, me being a youth pastor, I knew the situation and wanting to make him as uncomfortable as I could.
absolutely.
He came and
Sounds
sat
like
down
me.
on the couch.
Yep.
He literally sat on the couch right next to this kid
Good man.
and pretended like nothing was going on.
Good
held
man.
a conversation, and when he asked the kid why his face was so red, he said he was doing push-ups.
Hey, yo. Where was the girlfriend?
She
Just
disappeared.
scampered
She
away.
disappeared.
Yeah, like- that's
And then-
crazy. He said push-ups.
He told me he was tired, and he literally laid on the floor with a blanket and closed his eyes.
Hey, if you're gonna commit, you gotta
Nah,
commit,
honestly,
bro.
what I would have done was I would have been like, "Hey, mom and dad, come here, come here, come here. Let's have a
Nah.
conversation."
No mercy.
And we all
No.
would have sat down on the couch.
That's
All of us.
good.
All of us.
I kind of have a story like that. Can I share?
Go for it.
my
Go
Okay,
for it.
so
God,
He
I
always
had
has
these
a story.
stories,
Okay,
man.
okay.
This man never runs
Okay,
out of stories.
listen.
God, hey, before
Okay.
he speaks, man, guard your heart. That's
Guard
all
your
I'm
heart.
saying. Guard your heart.
So I had this youth kid, right? I'm not gonna name who he was. He was when I was in
him.
Waco.
Name him, you won't.
I was in Dallas, Austin. All right.
Name him.
And we were at this fast food joint, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go sit in the car with my friends." But there was this girl that he really liked, and she was like not saved yet. All right, y'all tracking with me? All right, 17-year-old girl not saved yet. Cute youth leader that is saved. Got little muscles. He plays basketball. You know. Right. So I'm eating my food, and all of a sudden, youth pastors, where you at? You got that little check in your spirit. You're like, something weird's going on. Something funky's happening. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go check this out. So I go out to the car. I open the back seat, and my youth leader has this girl sitting on his lap. So I was like, all right, bet. I was like, get out the car. So listen, this is what I did. Listen what I did. So I got them out of the car, and I sat in the back seat, and I said, Austin, come sit on my lap. And he sat on my lap. And I said, you see how ridiculous this looks? I said, yeah, don't ever do this again. And he was and she never came back. God bless her. All right, she heard the gospel, but she never came back.
Yo, I would say be careful who you tell that story to, but you just told it to 60,000 people.
That's true,
so.
yeah. So it wasn't weird. He was 18. Nothing illegal, guys. There's nothing illegal. There's nothing illegal about this.
Oh, my. I was warned not to
I
bring
don't
you on
know
this
how I feel
podcast.
about this.
Moving on.
Micah's mom is here.
Yeah, she knows the story. She knows the
crazy.
story. I tell the story all the time. I have no shame. He never did that again, though.
I can imagine.
He never did that again.
Have you ever done that again?
No, I haven't. Never.
That's what we need to know.
This is a story from Courtney. Courtney said, during a youth conference, just like this one, actually.
Oh, it probably was Upward.
It
Y'all are
probably
smart.
was.
Y'all smart.
We stayed in a large hotel that was pretty full to capacity, so the elevator was always full of people.
That's not Elmira. That's not Elmira.
Maybe Ithaca.
Two teen boys from our youth group thought it would be funny to throw a fake grenade into the elevator full of people right as the doors closed.
Yes. That's amazing.
They nearly got arrested.
Absolutely.
The cops were called.
I would do that as a youth. That's fine.
Literally, I definitely would too. That is hilarious.
That's genius.
That is
bro.
so
That's
funny.
a genius prank.
You know, there's a reason that we're doing this in the leadership session.
Yeah.
It's because we don't want your kids to hear this.
They're like, oh, that's a great
Because
idea.
you guys are in
honestly,
trouble.
I'm a youth leader and I would do that. I'm not gonna lie, I'd do that.
As a youth pastor, I do that.
I would literally do that. I
Like,
would literally
catch.
do that.
Oh, don't drop it.
You show them the pin before it closes.
Bye. You're just
Have a good night.
have a good sleep. That's awesome.
This is a story from Michael. He said, 1 year for youth camp, a preacher that was big on having us stand in line for him to lay hands on us and be slain in the spirit was invited. Okay,
Yes,
here we go.
is
This
a
could be
great
Uproar
start.
again.
It's a great start to the story.
I love this.
I know this is going.
Mind you, our youth group is very rough and based in the inner city.
Yes.
And this kid was a Piru blood.
Oh.
This is who we brought to the conference, which is great. And he decided that he would get in line and prayed for.
What does that mean?
Like he was a blood, like gang member,
He was a gang.
gangbanger.
Oh.
He was a blood.
Yeah.
What I thought. Go ahead. Keep
All right,
reading.
brother.
He was
I was
in
like,
a gang.
this is crazy.
All right.
This is crazy. Don't do this to me.
When he got to the front of the line, the preacher laid hands on him and said, "Take this in the name of Jesus." And the kid immediately shoved the preacher to the ground and said, "No, you take it."
Yo, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's real.
I could really see that
Yeah,
happening
absolutely.
here. I could
Two
see
things
that.
wrong with this. Two things wrong, but keep going. I'm not going to share them.
Are you sure? We
Yeah.
have one more
Yeah.
story.
No,
One more-
don't give him the opportunity. to
Okay,
share.
okay.
Absolutely good. Absolutely good.
All right, guys, we will close with this one. This is from Brian. Brian said, one time at youth group, we had a condiment slip and slide with everything that you can imagine.
That's disgusting.
This
That's
is classic,
actually
this is
Can we just
classic
not?
youth group right
Can
here,
we just
guys.
not?
So relish, ketchup, mayo, mustard, everything. The goal was to grab stuff on the tarp for points while we slid through it face first.
Oh,
They put some hot dogs,
some Vienna sausages.
some goldfish.
I was one of
Real
Yeah,
goldfish.
that's true.
Real goldfish.
Yeah,
They're
real-
just flopping
I
around.
don't think I would do. I would literally do that.
I was one of the first kids to go, and while sliding through it, I threw up on the tarp.
Oh no.
But I noticed that no one else saw that.
And it all smells the same. It all smells the same.
And it looks the same. Like you're not gonna.
Oh.
You're
So-
not gonna be sliding. Oh, that's throw up. Like, you're not
Nah,
gonna
bro.
notice.
Face first,
gonna be
bro.
bad.
It's just a face first.
Somebody actually did that. They did that. They said,
Well, he said,
Slide down.
I didn't tell anybody. I just got back in line.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So for the rest of the game, I watched as all my friends and leaders slid through the condiments in my vomit.
You're
at
a
our youth
sinner.
group.
You're a sinner.
A special place for you.
Like you need
You need
to
Jesus.
be like.
You need deliverance.
What in the world
you need
is going
deliverance
on?
at that point, bro. Full
Okay, so that reminds me of a story that we had about a season and a half ago.
You have 2
seasons
minutes.
ago. Thanks. So there was like a barrel of cream corn.
Oh.
And
Oh, this was on the show.
This
This
is
was on the
crazy.
show. If you go listen.
and they were literally like putting their faces in this cream corn, but there was one person who threw up in the cream corn. So like they were literally bobbing for stuff inside of throw up mixed in with cream corn. And like I said, one time every episode I get so mad. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna need my one-on-one outside. Like whoever does that,
Yeah.
it's on outside. That's all I'm saying. If it was you, I'm gonna catch you outside. This is bad.
Oh.
Anyway, guys,
I'll even
thank
be
you.
a youth leader, and I'll take him for the team. I'm gonna take him for the team.
Nah.
You gonna get hit.
Thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
You guys can check out Youth Group Chronicles wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on every social media platform. Check us out. Thanks again.
You're